Hello everyone and welcome to the Therapy Clinic. Another video here for you guys. This one will be a comparison between the Achedaway Pro massage gun and it will be going up against the Hyperice Hypervolt Pro 2. Now the Hyperice was our first gun. We do love it. However, when we compare it to the Achedaway, there are some noticeable differences and they're both good in their own way, to be honest. We love both, but because this is our backup gun, this is now our second gun, and we do enjoy this one even more now. So yeah, I'll just be discussing a few points. First one is straight away you can see this comes in a beautiful case. I have mentioned this in my other video, and it's so handy, honestly. Carrying case, nice little handle at the top. You open it up, everything's right there in front of you. Now this comes with 4 attachments, and let's just first talk about the cases. So as you can see, this comes in the original box. It doesn't come with actual carrying case, and due to that reason I have to keep it in the box and I put it in my gym bag. When I go and do mobile services, in order to protect it, I leave it in this, and then when I get to wherever I'm going, I just pop it off, and the gun's right there. So that's the carrying case comparison. The second one would be the attachment. So this comes with 4, the Achedaway, and Hyperice comes with 5. The only one that's different that the Hyperice has and the Achedaway doesn't is the sponge. It's like a sponge. Let me just get it. So this is the little pouch that the attachments come in. So I'll just show you. The only one that's missing is this one here, which to be honest I've never ever used. Probably I don't know if I am going to use. So 1 attachment less. That's the only thing I can say that Achedaway has not provided, whereas Hyperice has. So yeah, let's get into the design. So let's just take the gun out. Let's put this over there. Right. So both, in terms of looks, both are very nice. They got premium feel to it. You know that they're expensive. You can say they're good value for money. You can tell that they're modern, and they're new in terms of how far technology has come and how good they are in terms of giving a nice massage basically. Another thing that I would like to point out, so with the Achedaway you can use one hand literally, and you can just, so let me try showing you. You can just use your thumb and you can turn it on and it turns on, right? Whereas the Hyperice, you have to use, well, you can probably do that, but no, well, you can't. You have to use 2 hands to first turn it on. So hold the handle, turn it on, and then let me just try. I've never tried it with one hand. Yeah, I can do it with one hand, but to be honest, it's a little tricky. Most of the time you'd be holding the handle and you'll be turning it to turn it on and off. So I mean, it's just a little handy. I've noticed I've done a treatment recently where I popped out the gun, I just put my thumb on there, whereas Hyperice, you gotta do that. Not a big deal, but that's just something I thought I'd point out. Another thing, so in terms of battery life, this will stay green then it will go yellow, then it will go red. Now I've never let it go to red, so I'm not sure if it dies straight away or it goes red and then you still have some life, a bit like how with cars you have a reserve tank, right? So maybe that's the case, but you're always guessing. Like you're thinking, oh, I don't know when it's gonna die, you know, how much more life does it have? It's not like it has a percentage bar on it, you know. It's not like your mobile phone where it's got 18% left, for example. I mean, this doesn't either, but the good thing with the Achedaway, what I like is it's got the dots. So it's got the dots, so it's just green and then it'll go to red. Again, I'm not sure if it goes to red and it dies straight away or you still have life. But I do like the fact that you've got those bars, whereas, you know, with this, you haven't got bars or you haven't got a percentage. I mean, this would have been good if it came with a percentage as well, showing, you know, 10% left or whatever. Another thing is, so the good thing about the Hyperice is when you're applying pressure, what would happen is, so you've got these three dots here. I hope that's clear. So you've got the three dots there, and so with the Hyperice, you've got three dots here, which is how much pressure you're applying. So let me try showing an example. I hope it doesn't pop off like it normally does sometimes. Right, so if I apply some pressure, hopefully you see that? So less pressure, 1, 2, 3. So that goes really deep inside the muscles to loosen up the muscle tissue. Whereas on the Achedaway, it doesn't have that. You know, you don't know how much pressure you're applying in terms of, there's no light indicator. So you could be pressing in quite hard, but you wouldn't know how hard you're pushing in. So I find that's handy on the Hyperice, especially when I'm doing treatments for lower back. You know, I like to push in quite a bit, and I like to know how much I'm actually pushing in, how much pressure I'm applying. So that's another comparison. In terms of noise, on full, I think the Hyperice is slightly more noisier, but when you're comparing them, it's not a big deal. Like, you can't really notice a big difference, I would say. And hopefully you're able to hear me in this video without me, you know, talking so loud. So that shows that these ain't that loud, if I'm able to speak quite clearly and not too, you know, with a high tone, high pitch. So let's just get these in for a second. So another comparison is, if I just get the attachment for the Achedaway, put that on. So another comparison is that this goes more further, so it's 16mm amplitude, whereas the Hyperice, maybe you will be able to notice a difference. Can you maybe see that? I don't know if it's picking up on the video, but the Hyperice is actually 14mm amplitude. So still not bad, it's still good in its own way, but Achedaway Pro is 16, so you can see that it's going more deeper into it will go more deeper into the muscle tissue. It goes further, hits harder. So that's just a comparison of you know, side by side. Maybe you can see one's going further than the other. So yeah, let's go. Let's check this out. Right. So I mean, to be honest, both guns are amazing. It's not like we are sponsored by any of them or we use one more than the other. We use both. They both come handy. They're both good in their own way. It's not a battle. It's although we're comparing, for us it's Achedaway Pro and Hyperice Hypervolt 2, whereas it would be Hyperice vs Achedaway Pro, if that makes sense. So yeah, maybe there's a rivalry, maybe, but for us it's just for work purposes. They're both amazing. They both do the job. This also, I've never actually done it, but you can remove the battery on this as well. That's another thing I forgot to mention. So yeah, that's quite easy. It just pops off. You can get a replacement battery, put this on charge while you got that one in. Exactly the same thing. So easy with the Achedaway Pro. Press the both buttons and it slides out. So initially we were going to buy just a backup battery for the Hyperice, but what ended up happening is the battery was costing quite a bit, and we thought to ourselves, okay, instead of buying another battery, why not just get another gun? Because the gun was working out not that expensive compared to a replacement battery. So yeah, I mean, we got a really good deal with this, and so glad we ended up buying this instead of just a replacement battery for the Hyperice. Like that is giving us an opportunity as well to compare both of them, see how different they are. Because once you've got one gun, you're like, okay, yeah, it's really good. You use it on a daily basis, but then you can never see the differences if you don't have two at your disposal, right? Disposal, yeah. So that's about it really. If you're thinking about which one to go for, oh sorry, just before I finish the video, I just remembered the price. So price is another factor. Now, if I had come across the Achedaway Pro first, I would have bought it straight away, because in terms of price, it's cheaper than the Hyperice. So it's about, I think after discount we were getting about £110 cheaper with the Achedaway Pro. So if we wasn't recommended the Hyperice to begin with, we would have just gone for this in terms of price. Again, because it is cheaper, but also it's a no-brainer, because like all the points that I mentioned about, it's got the case, the carrying case, it's got 16mm amplitude, it's got good battery life. I mean, so has this. In terms of battery life, I think this is 3 hours. This is 3 to 4 hours. So maybe you just get a bit extra time with the battery. But also, when I was charging the Hyperice, I felt it took much longer. I've never timed it, but I'm pretty sure it took like 6 or 8 hours or something like that. Whereas the Achedaway Pro, it charged so quickly, like maybe half the time. So I liked that. So yeah, faster charging time, carrying case, goes deeper. Oh, but then most importantly as well, when I'm using it on myself, I can notice a difference between both guns. I had both of them on my, like each side of my leg, on my thighs, and I noticed that the Achedaway Pro was much more soft. It was much more relaxing. I wasn't exactly twitching, or I didn't feel like it's, although it goes deep, but it's not like hurting deep, if that makes sense. It's not like it's getting to your bone. Um, so yeah, I mean, it feels amazing. It feels like it's actually giving you a massage, and that's what a massage gun should be like. Whereas the Hyperice, see, see, it's not that it's bad right now, but I feel a difference straight away compared to the Achedaway Pro. I feel like this is more smooth, and even when I've used the Hyperice on a few people, few of my clients, they basically, it's not that they've complained so much, but some do twitch, or I mean, some feel ticklish as well, so that's a different thing. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like if I just turn it off for a second, another thing that I forgot to compare is, so this is more of like a round ball, whereas this is, you know, like that. So it's like a round from there, but it goes like that. It's not actually, I don't know. I believe that makes a difference because it's I mean, that's rubber as well at the top, whereas that's rubber as well. Actually, I don't know. This is more soft. This is a bit hard. Yeah, that's a difference actually. So that's a bit more soft. I don't know. Maybe because this is more round, this is more a bit like curved, or maybe more. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I think the attachments make a difference. I've never tried the metal one, but I believe there is a difference with the metal one and the one that comes with the Hyperice. Let me just check the Hyperice one, because that is it's not metal, so let's just do this real quickly. Yeah, again, see, I noticed a difference straight away. It is noticeable, definitely. Like, but the thing is, it's again. So this feels like it's still hitting deep. It still feels like it's doing a good job. But again, in terms of comfort, in terms of relaxation, I just feel like this is so much more better. But anyway, each to their own. It's entirely up to you which one you decide to go for. If not, get both. But I mean, yeah, if you're obviously on a budget, you're just starting off, it is expensive to invest in these. So I would just say go for the Achedaway Pro. You can't go wrong. It's definitely got more pros, more advantages compared to the Hyperice. So yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.